Oklahoma is next up on my 2024 SEC football record predictions. Um, I have done a lot of teams so far. I've done Alabama, Arkansas, Auburn, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, LSU, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, and Missouri. Those are up on my channel now if you want to go check those out and see how I have those teams doing. Now, my idea with doing all this is that I'm going to do every single SEC team, make my record predictions for all of them, and then when College Football 25 drops in a couple weeks, now I am going to do full season simulations for each SEC team and see how it stacks up to my predictions. And then after college football ends in real life, I'm going to see how my predictions and College Football 25 measure up to how the actual results of the teams hand out. So, a bit of a long-term idea, but it's an idea. Now, Oklahoma. You lose Dylan Gabriel, and now you have Jackson Arnold. I think that's gonna be. I think he's gonna be a good player. I don't think he'll shine right away. I think it'll take time, but I think he is gonna be a good player. It does help that Oklahoma does have a favorable-ish start to their schedule. Temple, they should get a win. This is year one in the SEC for Oklahoma as well as Texas. So I'm really interested to see how they handle the change from the Big 12 to the SEC. I'm not someone that's going to be like, it's going to be a rude awakening. I think it's going to be an awakening because the SEC is not the Big 12. The SEC it's an animal, man. It's an absolute animal. It's a gauntlet every single weekend. But yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see how they handle it. I think they'll be fine. I don't think they're gonna be like 6-6, 5-7. I don't think that's gonna happen, but I guess you never know, I suppose. But yeah, I got them getting the win against Temple. They got 4 straight home games to start the season here, so that is going to be pretty good for them. Houston could be a bit of an issue. 7:45 night game at Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma does end up getting away with it. Oklahoma's defense should be pretty good this year. Their offense, it's like every team, pretty much the offense is going to go as the quarterback goes. So in that case, I think the offense is going to get better as the season goes on. Now, as the season goes on, the schedule gets pretty hard. You got Texas, Ole Miss, Missouri, Bama, LSU. So Jackson Arnold is going to have to be figuring it out by that point. By, I would say, at least South Carolina, he's going to have it figured out. Tulane could be another interesting game. They took down USC in the New Year's Six Bowl 2 years ago. They almost took down Ole Miss last year, gave them a run for their money for sure. So this could be a tight game, but I think Oklahoma is gonna get it done. Then they have their first SEC opponent in Tennessee at home. Now, Tennessee, I think, is gonna be a pretty solid team, and I think this could be a really good game here. Tennessee is coming to town to take on the Sooners, man. I think this might be Tennessee's first SEC game as well. I'm not really too sure how their out-of-conference is looking, so I'm not sure how tested they're going to be at this point. I just think Tennessee is going to be so good, man. I think Nico, at this point in time, I think Nico is going to be more comfortable as a quarterback than Jackson Arnold. I think the Tennessee offense is going to be overall better than Oklahoma's this season. I think Tennessee's going to have a solid defense. I think Tennessee's going to get the win here, man. I do. And I see Oklahoma losing their first SEC game. That's ugly. I'm not doing that. That's a little bit better. I mean, my handwriting's ass. My digital writing is not too good either. But whose digital writing is good, man? I mean, come on. You have to sign your signatures on those freaking electronic things. It's terrible. Then after the Tennessee loss, they go to Auburn. They could very easily start off 0-2 here. They could very easily start off 0-2. And they're going to. Because I have Auburn beating Oklahoma. That's what I picked in my Auburn video. I think Auburn's going to be pretty good, man. Auburn, or, Jordan-Hare. I wish it was a night game, bro. Jordan-Hare is a really, really tough place to play. It is very underrated, man. I don't see Jordan-Hare in a lot of top 10 lists. And it's wild, bro. It's wild. For, toughest places to play, Auburn is... I don't know, I'm an LSU fan. Every time LSU goes to Auburn, man, I'm expecting just some weird shit to happen. There is some voodoo magic in that place, bro. There is, voodoo magic, I don't know. There's some kind of magic in that stadium, man. I think Auburn's going to be pretty good. I think Auburn's going to be pretty good, man. I think that defense is going to be quite scary. Not gonna lie. If what I've seen from the spring game turns into how they play in the actual regular season, oh boy, watch out for Auburn, man. Having Hugh Freeze as the head coach and having a good defense like that, I think the defense is gonna be carrying Auburn a lot this season. The offense, again, depends on how Peyton Thorne plays. How improved is he gonna be? Surely he would be a little bit better at least than he was last year with Hugh Freeze as your head coach. I do think Auburn comes away with a win there. Man, so Oklahoma starts 0-2 in their first two SEC games, and they go to Dallas, Texas to take on Texas in the Red River rivalry, man. 3:30 p.m. Eastern time game. Oklahoma took down Texas last year in what was a fantastic game, man. First Red River rivalry in the SEC. Oklahoma's going to be hungry for a win here. And it will be a big one to get it over Texas. I'm going to go with Oklahoma to win this one. Yeah, I'm going to go with Oklahoma. I think this right here, I think may be where Jackson Arnold starts to figure it out. If you're trying to figure things out, man, you would like to have it done by the first half of the season, for sure. But, going into Texas, you're going to be you're going to be uber focused. You're going to want to win that game badly. And if Oklahoma does win that game and Arnold has a good game, I could see that being like a breakout game for Jackson Arnold, to be honest. I could see that being a game where Jackson Arnold's like, yeah, I'm like that. I actually feel pretty confident in that. I feel pretty confident in Oklahoma winning that game against Texas, man. So that'll be their first win in the SEC. And then they go back home to host South Carolina. I'm going to give them a win in that one. Lenora Sellers, another quarterback for South Carolina, who's going to be trying to figure it out. I think he'll be solid, but I just don't think South Carolina as a team is going to be good enough to take down Oklahoma. Then Oklahoma hits the road again to take on Ole Miss. Now, I have Ole Miss winning this game. I mean, they have a tough schedule. Oklahoma has a tough schedule, man. Yeah, this schedule is not really a joke. Thank God they're out of conference is not too bad. But man, I'm having a hard time. They could beat Tennessee. I could see that. They could beat Auburn. But they're going to be hard wins, for sure. I don't see an easy... Maybe South Carolina's the easiest SEC win so far. But I do not see an easy win other than them on this schedule. In conference, that is, of course. I don't know if I clarified that, but they get a win over Maine. And then they hit the road to take on Missouri, an old school Big 12 battle going on here. I did do Missouri, and I have Missouri. I have Missouri winning this game. Again, at Missouri, it will probably be a night game, I would assume. I do have Missouri getting the win here. Oh shoot. Man. See, this is the issue. This is the issue with not knowing teams' schedules when I'm doing other teams' predictions. Like when I did Missouri's schedule prediction and like Ole Miss's, I had no idea what Missouri's schedule looked like. Or not Missouri. I had no idea what Oklahoma's schedule looked like. It's very difficult, and the schedule format matters because like bye weeks matter and stuff like that. I think the bye week also. I don't know if Texas has a bye week before Oklahoma or not as well, but like I think that could be a big deal going into the Texas game. It is a big deal. But yeah, like, I had no idea Oklahoma had such a tough SEC schedule. And I probably would change my Missouri pick, to be honest, if I did not already pick Missouri to beat Oklahoma. If I did this video first, I probably would have picked Oklahoma to beat Missouri. But also, Missouri's a really good freaking team, man. And they're going to have a good offense. I think the defense could be the biggest question mark because of, they lost their defensive coordinator, Nader, and lost some key players on the defensive side of the ball. That could be their biggest question mark. But by this point in the season, Missouri is going to be who they are. There's not going to be any getting better, really. So if they have a pretty solid defense and they're as good as I think they're going to be, this is going to be a tough one, man. And like these could be losses for sure. Like this is going to be a tough schedule every single weekend in the SEC for Oklahoma. And then they get another bye week and they host Alabama. Now I have Alabama winning that game, and I picked that in my Alabama video, and I also have LSU beating Oklahoma to end the season. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. So I said at the beginning of the video I did not have, like, I would not pick Oklahoma to go 6-6. I don't think they're going to. This is just how it worked out based on my other team's predictions. Like I could see them beating Auburn. I could see them beating Tennessee. I could see them beating Missouri. I could see them beating any of these teams, really. I just, that's just how it played out because I have done so many, like most of these teams' predictions already, and I can't pick Auburn to win in that video and then pick Auburn to lose in this video. It just wouldn't make sense. So this is just how it played out, man. So yeah, how many SEC wins do I have them getting? I have them going 1, 2. I have them getting 2 SEC wins. So they'd be 2-6 in conference. Which could be possible if Jackson Arnold does not play good football and he's not able to carry the offense. That could put them in a very tough position. Alabama and at LSU is a brutal way to end the season. Also throw in at Missouri there. That is a terrible way to end the season, man. A night game in Death Valley. Hopefully it will be a night game in Death Valley, man. It's a tough schedule, dude. It's a very brutal way to enter the SEC. Ceiling for this team, again, it's just so hard to tell. The ceiling for this team could be, like I said, I could see them beating Tennessee, Auburn, Ole Miss, Missouri. I would say 10-2 is a ceiling for this team. 10-2 is a ceiling. I would say the floor, who do I have them beating they could lose to? Texas. I would say the floor is 5-7. Ceiling 10-2, floor 5-7. So that's a very big margin between the ceiling and the floor. My expectation for them, I would say my expectation's 8-4, to be honest. I'll give them a win at Auburn. I'll give them a win at Missouri. Yeah, I would say 8-4 is my expectation. This is just how this turned out in this video, but yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, man. I know there's probably gonna be a lot of people disagreeing with this, especially if you're an Oklahoma fan, but this is just how it turned out, man. With the way I picked my other, teams predictions, it's how it turned out, bro. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Hope you all enjoyed. Next up, we have South Carolina predictions coming up. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed. I will catch you on that one. Peace.